So check this out. Today, I'm gonna take you on a little ride. A ride called Back Day. It's heavy, it's intense, it's Dorian Yates inspired, it's a lot of variation, so stick with me, and here we go. Safety first. Couple things to keep in mind on Back Day. Number one, you want to hit some foundational exercises. Number two, you want to hit variation exercises. They're going to hit a little bit different angle and work on connecting all those major muscles together. And number three, you don't want to spend all day in the gym. You want to get in, hit it hard, and get out. So with that in mind, we've got 5 different exercises, 2 sets each. I don't know if you guys are catching on, but it's Back Day, and I thought the visual of the video in the back seat. Anyway, let's lock and load. So first things first, time to set it up. We're gonna do some straight arm pull downs, superset with old school dumbbell pullovers. And Mike is literally peeing on the floor right now. What are you doing over there, bro?
I got so excited.
You got nervous?
I didn't know what to do.
It happens, it's Back Day. All right.
I'm ready, let's crush this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Gainer's Paradise. Today, it's all about how to build a wide, thick back. We're gonna focus on some core motions here. I mentioned 5 in the beginning. We're actually gonna do 6, but one of them is gonna be a superset. Now, after warm-up, we're only doing 2 sets of each exercise. So here, this is our final round on straight bar pull downs. I keep my elbows a little bit bent, mimicking that pullover machine, flexing hard at the bottom, and letting that negative work on the way up. Move directly into that old school dumbbell pullover, dropping the hips on the way down, making sure to open up those lats in that rib cage on the way down as well, and then pulling with the lats on the way in. So my motion looks a little bit short. It doesn't necessarily matter how it looks to the outside viewer, but how does it feel to you when you're performing the exercise? Now Mike hits his set here, being that he has a wider frame with wider shoulders, he likes a wider grip, and that works really well for him. But the same thing applies. Big stretch on the way up, nice control focus on the way down, using that upside negative to your advantage. And then he has a flawless dumbbell pullover. Nice big stretch on the way back. You can see a lot of motion in his lats. And when he comes forward, he pulls in a little bit deeper than I do, getting that lower lat to kind of pull in at the top of the motion. Moving on to this beast of a machine, the plate loaded hammer strength pull down. Now there's a lot of variations that you can do with this particular machine. This one is in a rotation this time. Now the key here is keep that seat low, keep the chest on the pad, and pull down and back with those elbows. Contracting those lats on the backside and letting the negative, or the upside rather, drag on those lats to get the max benefit in terms of strength and mass. Now I tend to do double arm pull downs. Mike likes to vary it a little bit. He has a solid single arm in which he alternates, and then he'll finish it up with a double arm pull down. Now the idea is do what matters most for you in terms of mind-muscle connection. So you see here he pre-exhausted almost with that single arm pull down and then finished a nice few reps with the double arm to finish off the lats. Now we go up in weight, one more set, keeping that form the whole time, working the negative. Letting the stretch really open up those lats on the way up. And this is the final round on the pull down machine. Now Mike adds a little bit more weight, which requires a spot from a training partner. but he's getting that extra benefit of forced reps. Using that negative, as you can see, he's going slow on the way up to increase the strength even faster. In terms of mass, there's nothing better you can do.
All right, next up, bent over rows. We're going heavy on the heavy movements, but it's all for a reason. Build that mass, we gotta hit it from all different angles all day.
Now, one of our favorites and a foundation exercise in terms of building that thickness and mass is the barbell bent over row. Now we're mixing kind of two techniques. This is a mix of a pendlay row and a conventional row, in that we do go all the way down and touch the ground, get a huge stretch on the way down, and then of course pulling hard and up into that waist, keeping our back straight the whole time. And the final mass building exercise that we do for this particular workout is the seated, plate loaded, hammer strength low row. Now the best way to get the most out of this exercise, keep the seat high, keep the chest on the pad, and pull down and into the hip. And let that weight drag back down slowly to get the benefit of that negative part of the motion. And you'll see on this set, Mike's reps are very even. They're even on the way back and they're even on the way down, meaning there's no outrageous, out of control pull on the way up, and there's that extra benefit of the drag on the way down, letting the lat feel the pull and getting the negative benefit out of each rep. In terms of position, Mike and I vary quite a bit on our height, so of course we adjusted the seat as necessary. Be sure to keep that in mind when you're doing that with a training partner.
All right, here we go to finish up. Some hyper. This machine is so legendary on this lower back. See how he's holding on there? If we had a belt buckle, it would be ideal. You hold yourself down and then you just rock back. You can feel that all starting from the bottom.
So beneficial for your deadlift.
That's it.
Mike called it right there. Nothing better to strengthen your deadlift than hyper.
This ain't your grandma's rocking chair. There we go.
This machine in particular really dials in the lower back to give you that strength and pull that core tight.
Yep. It's a tight squeeze back. Great for your lower back.
But that's going to do it. Keep in mind we did 2 sets each. Technically 6 different exercises, but one of them was a superset.
All right, guys, so a little secret tip. When you're maxing out the machines, you gotta get a little innovative. Click this shit up.
Tricks to the trade. Yep.
Get an extra plate.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you see in the next set, I don't have this problem.
You will.
All right.
That'll work.
Thanks again for watching. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting videos every single week. Until next time, keep training, keep gaining.